This one's kind of dragging behind a little bit today. Good morning, Run Junkies. Welcome to Runners Without Limits TV. And this week's training update. Just over 48 hours with the new puppy, and we're all exhausted. So, let's see how it goes this week.
Good. She's kind of just not as fast.
New puppy in the house, who also needs potty training, means that there is this constant state of alertness. Kind of, where is she? Where'd she go? What's she doing? Where's she going? Which is why being out on a 2 to 3 mile walk with the Wonder Mutt, it's a welcome break. You moving kind of slow today, pup? So Miko the Wonder Mutt wasn't quite sure. He didn't really know what was happening. Picked up a Mindy girl and he's moving so slow. Come on, puppy. It's like, do I have to? And since today is Monday, we're all back at work. My son doesn't start school for another week, so at least we have him to help out this week. But this will be a fun experiment. Today, no idea how this is gonna go. There will be dogs everywhere. Actually, it's just 2 dogs. But the one, she's like an electron. Two short runs this week. A easy 4 to 5 miler and 4 miles-ish with 5 repetitions of 2-minute and 30-second hills. I don't want to talk about it right now. I was hemming and hawing and like, yeah, the hill that I can do that on is close to construction. I'm exhausted. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning. So instead of forcing it today, I flipped the 2 runs. I will do the hills on Thursday. So that's fine. That's fine. Guys, we're tired.
Miko, bring me your rope. Bring it here.
Okay.
Bring it here.
Here.
No. Bring it here.
I'm trying to.
Let me see it.
She's dead weight.
Come here, Doggo. Bring me the rope. Bring it here. Bring it here. Let's go.
Good boy.
Good boy. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
So me and my assistant director today went completely off training plan, and I shot the hills workout video. So link above, I think. Should be up by the time this is up. No, it's next week. Sneak peek. So next week we're talking about hills. My hills workout was until tomorrow. Today I had a 2 to 3 mile walk planned. I don't think I'm gonna do that. But yeah, we had a whole bag of gear, all kinds of stuff to get this thing done. And he was extremely helpful. So couldn't do it without him sometimes. Just sometimes. All right, so after taking the day off yesterday, I am out for my actual hills workout. I'm actually going to get it done. It's going to happen. I'm not bringing the dog today because Miko the Wonder Mutt is exhausted. And everything we wanted out of getting a second dog is happening. They're playing with each other. They're worn out. We knew when we got Miko, back when Indy was still alive, we knew we wanted a second dog ultimately. Once Miko was really well trained, he kind of settled in a little bit, because when we got him, he was still very puppy. He was about 6-7 months old when we got him. So instead of getting a new dog right away, we spent a lot of time training him, and he is extremely well behaved. Like, we went from chaos personified in a dog to really well trained, great with other dogs, responsive, and exactly what we needed. We knew, and we talked about this maybe in June, that after Titusville, that would be the time to get a second dog. Well, we didn't even go to Titusville, so we said, well, we were saying this, it's time to get it done. So we started going through the adoption process, went through a foster family, and ended up with Mindy May. So it's a perfect time. None of us are going anywhere anytime soon. We have, you know, we're home, school starts, and our next trip really isn't, my next trip isn't until November. So we have some time to settle in with a new dog. But I am out of time. I will check in with you later. I gotta get this run started. Where's my phone? You guys, I literally just asked where my phone was. I'm looking right at it. That's how things are going. Okay, anyway, the hills workout this morning. I got out a little later than I normally do because I had an interview this morning, which I'm really excited about, but I can't tell you about just yet. Decent workout today. I have a 10 miler on Saturday, gonna walk tomorrow. I did some strength and yoga today, and I'm feeling strong. Really, we have 2 weeks left to the Fortitude. We have orientation and puppy training, and we have my son's triathlon this weekend, so he's got to get his packet picked up, and we have to get him shoes because sports are coming back, and he's going to do cross country. We got to get him a sports physical. All that great back to school stuff is happening, and in the meantime I still have all of that to bring you, and it's fine. 1 minute, 1 take training with Mindy. Okay, last night we were teaching Mindy her name. There were 4 of us in the room, my son, my husband, the trainer, and I. We were at 4 corners of the room. We each had treats in our hand, and we would each, in turn, call her to us. So Mindy, and when she came to us, we treated her. And then we would kind of go around the room. Every time we said her name, she was looking at us, we would give her a treat. Mindy, treat. Mindy, treat. We also taught her sit. Okay, so sit, treat. Mindy, sit, treat. So it was a lot of treats. She basically had her dinner and cookies, which is also fine. But that is what we learned with Mindy. In other news, Miko the Wonder Mutt and I are out for a 3-mile walk because it's nice and cool this morning. Sun hasn't come up yet, but it rained yesterday afternoon and then early this morning. I know because I take the dog out, take Mindy out at 3:30 every morning. So the ground was wet, the deck was wet, and there's still lightning in the area. It was just light rain when I took her out this morning. So it's very cool, it's very comfortable. It's gonna be a much cooler day today, and I couldn't be happier about it. The last kids triathlon for this kid right here, because he's gonna be aging up, getting into high school next year. I can't stand that. I'm not okay with this. Last bib pickup. Yep. But probably the first of many, many, many more, don't you think?
Probably.
Are you ready for this race?
I'm as ready as
tornado knocking over a house. As in, actually a house getting knocked over by a tornado. So no, I'm not ready. That metaphor didn't make sense.
It really didn't, but okay. So you're not ready, is what you're saying.
I'm kind of ready.
I think you're more ready than you were last year.
Oh yes, definitely.
Well, we'll see how it goes on Sunday.
All right.
And this week comes to an abrupt halt. Okay. It is Saturday morning. I had a 2-hour long run on my plan today. Decided not to do it. I'm going to get back to why in a second. Yesterday, I finished off my walk with a strength session and then a yoga session. And by the time I started my yoga, I could physically feel the hormonal shift and the mental downward spiral that comes with that hormonal shift. And I knew exactly what was happening. And during my yoga session, I got into child's pose and I almost didn't even want to do anything else for the rest of the day. Part of me wishes that I had just stayed in child's pose the rest of the day. So yesterday, as the day wore on, my mood just got worse and darkened, and I wasn't getting anything done. I'm really falling behind on the stuff that I need to get done. So it all came to a head last night. It was just me and my mental state in a really bad place, basically by myself with the 2 dogs going absolutely bananas. So I went to bed last night, prepared to go for a run today, prepared to do my long run. I had my clothes laid out. I had my hydration all done. I had my breakfast. I had everything all laid out. My alarm went off and I took the dog out, and I really tried. I really tried to rally. I had my coffee. I had my waffle to get me started, and I just could not rally. So I turned the light back off and I went back to sleep. And I thought, okay, I still could go. I still could go for a run. But my husband takes Miko to the dog park every weekend. And I thought, well, I could wait and see what happens there. But then I'm leaving Mindy by herself in the crate. My son is still in bed. All kinds of logistical machinations were going on in my head. Ended up just making the decision, no. I need to stay home. I need to get some work done. I need to get some writing done. I need to get this video finished so I can get it out to you. And I'm just going to literally skip this run. 2-hour long run. It's the last big long run of this training plan. Yeah, skipping it. So could I do it tomorrow? No, because my son has a triathlon. And that's going to take most of the morning. And then could I do it Monday? Maybe I could do it Monday. We'll have to see. So when we roll back around next week, I'll let you know what I decided. But as of now, that 2-hour long run, not a thing. Not a thing. Not a thing today. Basically, I've locked myself in my office because nobody wants to be around me right now. That's okay. My question for you today is this. Have you ever completely skipped what feels like an important run and felt okay with it? Because I feel okay with this. I'm totally okay with this. Please leave thoughts, questions, comments, and suggestions for future videos in the comments below. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and remember, you can support this network over on Patreon. Link is in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, remember, you have no limits. Happy running. What is this?
So good.